Chapter 666. The manager was promptly taken down by an object thrust into his back. It was Cashier who had effortlessly drawn the old heavy candlestick that had viciously struck the back of the manager's head without even touching it. Either, paying no attention to the groaning manager rolling on the floor, opened his mouth. Although the information provided by Elkins and others was useful, this place is indeed structurally complex. Well, at least we have someone with a good sense for finding the right place, don't we? That's all that matters. Their current task was simple. Before the fight began in earnest, they were to identify and individually defeat the few gangs roaming around for welcoming guests and patrolling. The Nukijo gang, though numerous, were not always present in the fighting arena, especially now during the waiting time when participants were supposed to come up, change into the day's designated attire, and select their weapons. There were fewer people around. Elkins, who had fought in the arena 10 times, explained that Nukijo gang's security policy for guarding the arena and suppressing the participants. On the day of the fight, you are blindfolded and taken to the second basement, which leads to the waiting room behind the stage. The only thing you encounter there are narrow, complicated storerooms and Nukijo's minions periodically patrolling. All these men are non-awakeners, but knocking them down is useless. There is no way to go upstairs from behind the stage. To escape, one must go upstairs. However, the way was in front of the stage, which meant crossing the spectator stands. According to Elkins, all sorts of terrifying things existed between the stage and the spectator seats. I have seen it a few times. People who suddenly try to flee the stage during the fight. When an escapee appears, a magic wall around the stage blocks them first. Even if they are lucky enough to break through, arrows rain down from all directions, and numerous creatures guarding in front of the spectator seats charge at them. Most couldn't even withstand the arrows and ended up horribly dying like porcupines riddled with arrows. This was due to the large crossbow equipped with formidable arrows installed at the very top of the spectator stands. But what would happen if someone managed to withstand all of that and still try to escape? Elkins knew the answer. I saw it happen just once. A really strong person. He nearly escaped by taking a hostage among the esteemed guests, but he suddenly died. Suddenly died? Exactly, as if killed by something invisible. Visible attacks could be countered, but invisible ones, unknown and therefore more frightening. Elkins, naively unfamiliar with magic, believed it to be a tremendous magic power, but either thought otherwise. There is only one guess, an awakener with excellent stealth skills hidden among the guards. Kishir also asserted that this was exceedingly difficult to execute such an attack and murder with the current magic powers. Setting up a protective magic circle around the fighting stage is easy, but for today's mages to acquire a stealth magic tool made by mages centuries ago and use it to perfectly conceal an attack, that's nearly impossible. In this manner, the number of awakeners hidden in stealth guarding the front of the stage remained unknown. This was mainly because most, like Elkins, perished before they could discern this much. Therefore, Yudhir and Kishir decided to first clear the area behind the stage, then wait until enough guests had arrived to execute a pincer movement both inside and outside the arena. The backstage, intricately narrow and complex, were designed to hinder the escape of the fighting participants. Conversely, this meant it was also an ideal structure for them to isolate and defeat their opponents one by one. It's actually a blessing in disguise that no one notices even their comrades disappear one by one. The Nukijo gang, likely relaxing upstairs at the moment, couldn't even begin to imagine what was unfolding beneath their feet. Just then, the manager, who had been unconscious for a while, let out a groan and lifted his head. Feeling the blood flowing from the back of his head, he screamed in terror. These bastards trying to escape. Hey, is anyone there? Help me. But no matter how loudly he cried, no one came. The manager's voice gradually faded and finally silenced, realizing the strangeness of his colleague's absence. Either, who had been quietly observing, finally spoke. I was curious how long you would call out, but you have even less stamina than Elkins. The manager, not knowing who that name belonged to, was too frightened to ask by the dark, emotionless eyes that coldly observed him. Those eyes, more impassive than if they were staring at a ball, filled him with utter terror. They looked down at the bleeding man without pity or thrill of violence, just as one would look at a mere task to be done. Did I introduce you to the boss yesterday, and that's why you're doing this? I had no choice. It wasn't me who decided to lock you down there. It was the boss's orders, and I didn't do anything. ... Really, I didn't do anything. After desperately trying to justify himself for a while, the manager once again fell silent under Yudhir's gaze. Is that it? Go on, say more. He instinctively realized that whatever he said would not get through the men before him. They were merely curious to see how long he would keep screaming, nothing more, nothing less. Yesterday he thought they were just simple, gullible fools. But now, looking up from his prone position, their faces seemed as emotionless as death itself. Giving up on feigning pity, the manager screamed in defiance. Damn, you filthy homosexuals! Calamite, I don't know where you came from, but there is no need to bother hiding from me. The boss will catch and kill you. What the actual fuck? He calls homosexuals filthy, but what the fuck are they doing in that arena? I'm telling you, these homophobic people are the worst out there. The boss will catch and kill you. Is that so? And then the Reaper finally passed his judgment on the manager. Whether there is anything to come out of dealing you, we will just have to see. It's fortunate that you still have some energy left. I have many questions to ask. Yudhir, genuinely pleased, grabbed the manager by the scruff of his neck as he tried to spew more insults. The manager wailed in pain as Yudhir's hand wrapped around him like the wind. Help me. Sure, the awakeners you tricked and dragged here probably said the same. Behind Yudhir, who stood with his fists clenched, the water and fire, earth and air simultaneously shimmered in an eerie dance. Witnessing this spectacle, the manager's face turned ashen, as if he was on the verge of fainting. Soon, a scream echoed through the empty warehouse, unheard by anyone else. Feels refreshing to have used my body after a while, Yudhir mused. He cracked his neck and looked down at the sprawled manager. In the hellish predicament of facing punishment, whether he responded or not, the manager quickly abandoned all loyalty and begged for his life, readily spilled all the information he knew. Where is Nukijo now? Upstairs. Do you know when he comes down to the fighting arena? When the first fight starts, he will come down. It's always been that way. As is often the case with those from the back streets, the Nukijo gang had a very weak sense of solidarity and lacked anything resembling loyalty. Thanks to the manager, Yudhir learned that Nukijo had been vigorously promoting their first fight scheduled for today, and as a result, numerous esteemed guests were expected to visit overnight. Everything was going as he had hoped. Nukijo hadn't noticed the movements of the cavalry yet. Seems like everyone on that side is doing well. I have told you everything now. Please, let me live. That's all I know. Who said anything about killing you? I have one more question, so answer it correctly. The final question was about the Awakeners with stealth abilities guarding the arena. There are Awakeners among those guarding this place, right? Who are they? Yudhir deliberately asked as if he already knew the fact rather than merely speculating. The bewildered manager, his mind not functioning properly, took the bait as Yudhir had anticipated. I don't know much about that. Even the boss doesn't tell me. So, it was a shot in the dark, but it turns out I was right. As Idil quietly scraped his foot against the ground, the manager screamed and responded, I have never seen them. I really don't know. How can I know who they are when they have the ability to become invisible? The ability to make themselves invisible, huh? That's Cyril, isn't it? I mean, I don't know if he was awakened, but if they are making this mysterious awakener invisible, and if they can't show Renavi, I'm pretty sure that would be him. I'm feeling pretty strongly about it, but I would be surprised if that's not the case.